1 final. Main event, first to 7 game coming up for you. Let's go.
Are we gonna go downstairs? Yeah, takes him downstairs.
She was rage. Oh
back
my God!
I told you, back one gets the great.
I think he's really fierce getting caught by that counter hit.
Still really close.
Oh, Larry!
With the wall.
Okay, all right, okay.
We'll get to one with the range on. He's gonna armor through, and that should be more than enough damage. What an answer back from Sephiblack. Oh my word! There's a slowdown. Lots of respect.
Oh my God, Sephiblack!
Oh my God!
This is a strong set, and here you can see the great start from the Emperor.
Oh, nice ball.
Emperor, game one.
Exactly.
Like a pause.
The Emperor gets the round off of it.
Oop, that was third. Oh, Z-Bode.
Send him to the wall.
That looks absolutely amazing. I mean, Sephiblack, one of the best players Europe has to offer. Top 10, if not top 5, with the best player in Germany. Competed yesterday in the online challenge, finished 2nd place. And, you know, we get to see more of him here today.
Absolutely. I'm envious of these guys. Those hype videos are absolutely next level. They are so cool. They really get me going. I can't wait to see these guys go at it. They've got a long history, a lot of respect between the both of them, and they are both absolutely fantastic players. And we want to thank Astro Gaming. They're back for another year supporting the Tekken Online Challenge as the official headset and mix amp. This year, Astro Gaming will be providing all top 3 open event champions with the Astro products and custom merchandise.
And do not forget to catch the Bud Light Beer League Tekken 7 tournaments Tuesday nights on twitch.tv/Bud Light.
Now, we said that these guys have a huge amount of respect for each other and a huge history. It'd be interesting to see what their thoughts are going into this game.
Me and Emperor have a long history. I played against Emperor in the past, in the Tekken 6 times, quite a lot, and he was always better than me.
The thing is, last time I played him, I was very rusty, but he beat me. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was the old me or the same level as I am now. I felt like I was like handicapped. I have level up more now, so I feel a bit. I think I can beat him now.
He was also one of the best players in Europe and known for his strong defense. This year at the tournament, I played against him after many years again, and he was still really strong. The Emperor, I respect him a lot, and yeah, I'm really happy to play against him.
He's very good. He plays very safe and like skill-wise. You have to like be better than him to play. To beat him, you have to be just better than him. He plays very clean, very beautiful.
Since Tekken 6, my main character is Miguel. I will play Miguel because I feel the most comfortable with him. I have the most experience with him in tournaments. I hope to play against this Jack since I know the matchup quite well, or I feel really comfortable against this matchup since Miguel has good tools against Jack.
I'm gonna use Gigas. I just picked him because I think he looked like a boss. He's like he looks cool. That's why I picked him. So I didn't pick him because of some special reason. Only because I think he's cool and big. I don't know, because Sephiblack seems to be a lot. He seems to have a lot of knowledge when I see him play. So I think he might know him. He has very good knowledge. So I think you're gonna be skill-wise and base. Who's better? Yeah, I've looked up some of his recent videos. And I think I'm good enough now to beat him. I feel pretty confident.
I will train against Emperor with like watching matches from him, like his past matches he had in Tekken 7. He's playing multiple characters, so I'm not sure. Again, he's playing Jack and Gigas and Big Bears, as far as I know, and I will prepare in general about against these characters, like the basic things, but I will also prepare about Emperor, how he's playing in general. Emperor is someone who can read his opponent quite well, so finding a habit I might find in his older videos, he will change during our set. his mindset and change his patterns.
That's the thing I have to see now. I'd even send him a friend request. He hasn't seen it, but I wanted to to play before even this exhibition that's about to happen. I wanted to play him. I wanted to play him to see how good I am now compared to before. So now at least I will be able to see. We will see. We will see. Maybe I will be so much better. Maybe we'll be close. Maybe we even beat me. It depends. I think it would be like 7-5 to me. Yeah, pretty close, I think.
I hope to win this set quite convincingly. I think these matches will be close, but I hope I will win the most. Obviously, I try to win as good as I can.
Wow. Look, I can't wait for this. This is the main event, 1st to 7, Sweden versus Germany. And I can see that the Emperor may have been out of the game a little bit, and he's come back and he's trying to work out where he is in the mix.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting as well is you take into account, like, you know, Sephiblack said the Emperor used to be one of the best players in Europe. And now, you know, Sephi's taken up that mantle. I mean, this matchup has a lot of history. These two go all the way back to Tekken 6. So that's a decade of playing. But taking a look at Twitter here, you guys believe that Sephi will take this one quite convincingly.
Indeed, 70% to 29%. I mean, a lot of people won't know about the Emperor, and they're going to find out today how good this guy is. I mean, Sephiblack, a very, very strong, well-known player, but I think some of that surely is the fact that a lot of people won't remember the Emperor because they're as young as you are, Kobe.
I feel like that was a dig. I feel like that was unnecessary.
Wow. Why break a habit? Why break any habits? I mean, look, I can't wait to see these guys go at it. I love the way Emperor uses big characters. That's something I love to do. You've obviously got big strengths but big weaknesses. Interesting, you just chose Gigas because he just likes the character.
Yeah, I think that's the weird thing to say. I mean, Gigas looks like a boss. He looks cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's interesting that, you know, Sephiblack says he wants the Jack. Like, Jack is the character he's looking for, but he knows there's multiple characters that the Emperor will play. I mean, you know Sephi, it's always going to be that Miguel. He can play almost any character in the roster, but no matter what, when it comes to tournament, when it comes to the important games, when, you know, people are watching, it is always that Miguel.
You say that. I was watching Sephi this week, and he played a load of lore, and I was thinking, is he looking for that 14-frame punish on a Jack down forward 2? Is he picking that character because he knows that it's very good for lore, or is he just having some fun and not really, you know, going in too hard with Miguel? It'd be interesting to find out if he does ever get forced to pick. We know that we're going to see Miguel early on. I mean, he played so well yesterday. We just talk about the way he performed going through losers bracket.
I mean, you know, he went to losers early. His second match was Sona, one of the best players in Finland. And he literally, I mean, you saw the win streak when you saw him again on top 8. I mean, he was not losing games, right? So it was great to see him get all the way to grand finals, perform so well, just got unlucky in a few moments. You know, he could have, that game could have easily gone his way, but it's over now. It's time to focus on the exhibition, which is beginning right now. And we do see it is the Miguel versus the Gigas, the cool looking Gigas, apparently.
Yeah, well, let's see how cool he looks in this game. I mean, do check out yesterday's games. If you didn't see them, we had some absolutely fantastic games, particularly between Sephiblack and Sona. And of course, we saw a guest visit from the main man with some absurd Tekken. But right now, we're going to go into Miguel versus Gigas. Ride it out, son. It's your moment. Let's go.
We said earlier, Sephi the best player in Germany, but the Emperor potentially the best player in Sweden. So, yeah, these two, like I mentioned earlier, Sephi like almost like the captain of Germany. Does the Emperor represent the captain of Sweden?
Down 2, not finished.
Yeah, that was something that we talk about very often. Miguel's stubby range. I mean, no punish there in the down 2, very unfortunate. But perfect punish there from Sephi, gets the launch. Nice combo too.
He does that a lot at the wall, I've noticed. He ducks and just sees what they will do.
Yeah, I think he's looking for a get out there. Oh, but nice. Carried on the stab down back 3, and this should be dead.
Very nice finish.
We saw it yesterday when Sephi was playing another game. You know, he was just ducking at the wall. He blocked the toe kick and then launched it perfectly. So It's just really nice calculating on the risk reward there from Sephi. Perfect punish there as well from Sephi. Knew the last hit of the string wasn't coming, so was just ready for the launch.
Minus 16 there if you don't finish that string, and he was ready. He even saw a little duck there just in case. Really nice option select.
That's 1-2. Nice punish there. That's one of Gigas' best strengths. That long range, knockdown strong 10 frame punish. But nice use of up full 1+2 to go for the load there from Sephi.
Running two.
Goes mid. Miguel could have punch parried that, I believe. Up for 1 again.
So stubby on that low.
You know, the same thing as yesterday when Sephiblack is on the screen. We're gonna have a long. Oh no!
Oh.
The backboard one, very unfortunate.
What a play!
He had to rage up. Yeah, very smart there from Sephi.
Both the first and the second round ended in almost identical ways, with the clock running down and someone doing a clutch low parry.
And like I said, when Sephi's on the screen, that clock is going to be winding down. So many games ending with less than 10 seconds to go. Nice down back to 2 there. There goes down for 1. Sephi loves to use that down for 1 from Miguel. Such a strong tool. That's why running 2 confirmed and the running 2 to end it.
Round 4.
Looking very strong so far. Not much rust on this guy.
Nice low parry. Got hit by the first down back 3, just low parries the second one.
Doesn't get the wall. Going down back 2.
Punish again. That 10 frame punish hurts so much.
It is so good. It's one of the few things you can really rave about with this character. Down back 2. Charges it, and he goes.
There's nothing there. Big running 2. Sephi's in trouble here. Oh, and nice while standing 4 there to end it out. Emperor takes the first game.
He's back. He means business. He is back. Wow. I played the Emperor recently. I didn't get to play his Gigas. I actually played his Lars a bit weirdly. No one really talks about his Lars, but that was still awesome. He is really looking very good right now. And he's changing up his timing a lot, even mid-round.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't think Sephi did anything too poor. These are just 2 very, very strong players going at each other. And, you know, as this match progresses, we're going to see those dominant moments from both players, I think.
Definitely. He definitely used the stance more than I would have expected, but it looked to me like he was aware that if he pulled off like a back 1 or a down 2 at max range, tick range, he could almost bait a late or even a stubby punish and try and launch him again.
Yeah, and I think one thing Sephi has to start doing is using that his own back 1. He's using, there are a few times Emperor is going for the charge ups, and he just needs to counter hit him for it. You know, stop him from doing it. You don't want to be put in that 50-50 anyway. I do believe Miguel can punch parry the mid, and maybe the second time when Emperor just walked forward and did nothing, maybe that was what he was looking for there. Yeah,
he stopped for a moment and then did an instant while running 2. It was absolutely sick. And we're going to go into Dragon's Nest, random select.
Yeah, no surprises here. Miguel, Sephiblack sticking to that Miguel here.
This could go all the way based on that first game.
Or maybe Emperor dominates. Who knows? Taking that first game has been important. That's one thing we've seen. The person who's won the first game of every exhibition has taken it all the way. Is that a sign?
Round 1.
Very nice observation there.
Fight.
Win streak continues. All of it from a previous player nearly.
Down for 1-2 again. Not the best option against Gigas. There was that magic 4 attempt. Shoulder.
Using it again.
Oh, Sephiblack had a read there. There it is, the back 1. Gigas is kind of character. You always just push the 2 button. Forward 2, forward 2, running 2.
Down back 2.
Bit of a 1 button character. Oh, the jump back. I don't think that's what he wanted. Up for 1+ frames. Oh, nice. Rage drive there.
Round 2. Fight.
Big whip on the down back 2. And like I said yesterday, Sephi is someone who's not going to get greedy with his punishes. He saw that whiff, wasn't too sure he'd be able to get anything, so just did nothing. The mid again.
Using it again, but the thing about Sephi is he barely ever overextends himself. Even then, he only just got caught.
That was a nice punish there. Perfect punish there from Sephi. Gets the launch. 1-4-2-1. Doesn't get the wall. Just shy. Nice use of the stab low.
Not fearing the low parry that time.
Here we go. Sephi 1 round away from getting on the board here.
Oh, very nice. A 4-3.
Nice punish from Sephi.
Down 2. Nice punish.
Comes the headbutt. Into the punch parry. Sephi was looking for something there.
What an exchange between these guys. And there we see it. Overkill from the Emperor. What a throw.
The uncharacteristic of Sephi not breaking the throw. Goes mid again, and this time Sephi was looking for something.
Round 4. Fight.
If there's one thing I could change about Gigas, I'd just give him one more command throw. It looks like he should have a lot more command throws than he does. He's just got that 1+2 command grab overkill. Absolutely splats them at the wall.
A big push there from Sephi. Our friends now and
look at the chunk as well.
Sephi in a bad position now. Oh, the back forward one. Very nice there from Sephi. Evasive move. 1-2. Probably going to race trap here. No running 2 plus frames. Nice low parry from Sephi. Gets on the board. 1-1.
These guys are very, very evenly matched from the looks of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that one. These two are going back and forth, and you know this is exactly what you want in a long set like this. You don't want to stomp. You want to see people go either way, and I'm excited for the rest of this set.
Me too. I mean, you notice that Gigas using the stances a lot to soak up pressure whenever we threw out a minus move. All well and good, but the problem is with Sephi, he'll just do a down forward 1 and then back up.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. We saw it yesterday versus a lot of power crushes. He actually soaked up a lot of damage into his opponent's power crush. Excuse me. But then the power crush never ended up getting the hit because he'd recovered too quick.
Yeah, Sephi uses a lot of down forward 1 in general because Miguel has such a good down forward 1. His range is actually quite good. And with it having extensions, there's always the mental plus frames there with the down forward 1-1 and then down for 1-2 there to counter hit you. And I think when Sephi normally does a down for 1-2, he's kind of looking for them to try and be ducking the down forward 1-1. So maybe Sephi starts throwing that out a lot more and gets that in the head. But yep, no character switches here. It's all even Stevens right now. So we're going to get into the third game now.
Last day on Earth, as I said yesterday, you need a lot of situational awareness on this stage because it's very awkwardly shaped and the cameraman is not always your friend.
Yeah, it's just one of those stages where I think if someone trained on this stage and knew how to get the walls all the time, it could be such a good counter hit.
Fully agree with that. In we go. Down forward 1 straight away from Sephi into a low parry.
And how he won the last game is how he starts the next game. Gets the wall this time.
Ooh, loves it. That one.
There it is, that down forward 1. Emperor trying to challenge back with his own down forward 1. These two are playing different 6 right now.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Ooh, could have had a much bigger punish there. Didn't commit to the 1-2. Nice low parry there from the Emperor.
Doesn't run in.
Yeah, doesn't fully charge it that time. The down back 2, nice high crush. No duck there from Steffi. Might have been caught pressing buttons.
Fight.
This is such an interesting match the more I'm watching it because that jab actually keeps Miguel out so well.
Yeah, that's up for 1 there.
See, he's using it there. He's asserting that jab because he knows Miguel was pretty stubby. And it may not be a top tier character, Gigas, but he can use his range.
The nice use of the power crush there to absorb it and get the down 2 punish. Once again, drops the wall combo. Down back 2 counter hit. This should be dead.
Round 3. Fight.
Now Sephi is the one who has to make something happen here.
Does it again?
Nice punisher in the down for 1-2. I think Sephi needs to put a hold on that. He tried to straight with, but finishes the string. That last string is that last hit of the string is a high for some reason, and the down 2, and I think this is dead.
Did you say the last hit of that is a high for some reason because it looks like a mid?
Looks like a mid.
I know.
That hit's not a high. It's a mid.
Yeah, I know. That is one of the scenarios where the animation doesn't appear to match the hitbox for me. I always get screwed up by that one.
This looks like a mid, but yeah, very rare to see Sephi get kind of steamrolled like that. I mean, he obviously will be making the adjustment, but you know, that was a bit of a, I mean, if this was a tournament set, it'd be over right now, first to two. So this is why I love those long sets. It gives both players a chance to adapt and overcome. And I hope that's what we'll see here from Sephi in the next game.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you're right. Whenever you have a long set with someone, it always is at the back of your mind that you'll treat the first few games like the first to two, and then whatever happens after, it doesn't matter. Even if you lose and you say, well, at least I won the first to two. But yeah, Emperor looking really, really good, to be honest with you. The way he was using that jab was absolutely sublime. I mean, it was just stifling what is a very strong but stubby character.
Yeah, and I like the way that when Sephi was just using those down for ones, Emperor just said, you know, I'm using my down for one right back. Like Gigas is down for one. The frames on it aren't as good, but you know what Gigas has that Miguel hasn't is the range, and I think you know he's doing a good job of keeping out Miguel, like you said.
And we'll see what stage we go to. They've both been random selecting so far, and they're doing it again. We're getting a full tour of the world of Tekken. We're over at the Howard Estate now. I wonder who this really benefits. I couldn't call it.
I mean, Gigas isn't a character with the best wall carry. Miguel's isn't the greatest either. So I guess this is just a bit of a neutral pick. Whoever can get the walls first is really going to benefit here. Running through that hit like a truck.
So powerful. Look. Oh, this time he actually manages to get something off it.
Running through again. Punish that? No.
See, he's just squeezing out there, squeezing out, and now he's got the wall.
And that was a nice punish from the whiff running too, but the wall wasn't his friend there. But the wall was his friend this time. Going to be a nice combo here from Sephi. Will he get the wall? No, he won't.
Peeled him off very well, running
through. The plus frames on that. Oh, up for one to beat the tackle, but oh. See, there Sephi's conservativeness came back to hurt him because, like I said, when he sees a whiff or something like that, he goes for a guaranteed option, not always the biggest chunk thing. And he went for that down for one to try and be safe, and he almost didn't get the kill there.
I wonder if Emperor, obviously he's in the lead in games right now, but I wonder if he's going to have to switch up using the stance to soak up any pressure after he does a battle one, because so far he's not getting a huge amount of success off it.
And there it is, a high unblockable. It was a charge step as well. It just hits this time. There's the stab too. Oh,
nice.
Nice using the down two ground. Nice shot from Sephi.
Got caught playing with his food a little bit there.
I was worried that shoulder wasn't going to connect for a second.
Not punishable now. There we go. He does it again.
Down to back two. Big love. Is Sephi going to return the no-round brown with a no-round brown of his own?
Baits him in.
He's just missing a lot of punishes right now. Down two. Nice combo as well. Nice, Stephen's just stayed out. Sab 2, that hits so hard.
Nicely comes sideways.
They're down for one again. The back one! Big counter hit there from Sephi. Goes to the rage out to style a little bit, running through to end it, and Sephi returns with a no-round brown of his own.
2-2. And the rounds are going long as well. Despite there being a low round brown, it was a typical Sephi round. It went pretty long.
Round what? Sorry, can you say that again for me?
Round.
Can you say that again for me, please? Thank you.
Trademark abominable round.
Yeah, I mean, these two are, it's going 1-1-1-1, no round brown. These two are returning at each other blow for blow, and this is exactly what you want to see in a long set like this. I mean, these two have been playing each other for a long time. They've been playing the game for a long time, since Tekken 6 days. So you can really see that experience coming through. The way these two are adapting to each other, the small little micro things that you might not notice straight away, it's really amazing to watch right now.
It's interesting. I mean, Sephi's staying with the Miguel pick. It's working out all right. It's 2-2. But looking at Miguel and looking at the amount of times that Emperor's throwing stuff out into thin air, I can see other characters launching it. It's kind of painful to watch sometimes. It's painful to see that Miguel really can't do a lot about some of the whiffs that he's throwing out. And Emperor's not stupid. He knows that. That's why he's doing it.
I mean, if that was a problem for Sephiblack, he would have switched characters years ago. He is stuck with that Miguel. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I think he'll be perfectly happy with those small things he can't get.
And we're going around the world again. Abandoned Temple. Let's hope it's not a round.
I mean, now it's kind of this is kind of Sephi's time to break the mold, right? You know, he's going 1-1-1-1. I think the first person to win 2 in a row and to establish a lead here is going to put himself in a great position. Whether it be Sephi or the Emperor. There's a movement here from Sephi.
See, we see it again. Just gets clipped for it.
Running 2+ frames. Running 2+ frames.
4-3.
Sephi's just playing as safe as you like right now. The jab's down for 1. He doesn't do anything big. He has the life lead.
Yeah, he gets hit for the first time 25 seconds into the game.
Running 2+ frames. Here's the charge. It whipped. No launch from Sephi though.
Yeah, definitely could have got more. Emperor's got the wall though.
Sephi just fights his way out there. And look, he's pushed Emperor's back to the wall. Stab 2. Stab 2 again. And nice. Just does a little down forward just to connect on that. Oh, +2, so broken this time by Sephi. Down 2. Punish that. Perfect punish from Sephiblack.
Nice.
There's the low parry. I think Sephi's fully awake now.
He is awake. I mean, when you first start to see that animation, it's a bit awkward, but after a while, you can really see it. Using that jab.
Warning each other. There's the down for 1-2 counter hit. And Sephi 5 rounds straight right now.
I can't believe I'm going to use the word Miguel and Vortex. I don't tend to use those 2 words together much, but he really isn't letting him go because the moment he gets in, he stops him using that jab from keeping him out. He's hammering him away. Look at the clock shuffle. Look at
that. Sephi's in full control right now. You can see Sephi duck right there. He remembered.
Oh, he finished
remembered
it.
The down 2 there. No duck there from Sephi because why would you? It doesn't look like a high.
Doesn't use the stance there. Jab, jab. Get away from me, son. You got bad breath.
Nice block and punish there from Emperor. Oh, great. A counter hit from Gigas. Going to get the wall as well. There we go. Emperor finally gets on the board here. Great second round 3.
I believe they buffed the frames on the standing one on here, and it really worked out for me. Just kept pushing them away.
Big whiff there. No punish again from Sephi. Launch that ball. That's season 1. It used to be -14 in season 1. It's now currently -17. Sephi could have had a launch there.
You see, he thinks those jabs are coming. He's just stepping all the time.
Now he's just a down wants to float there. Will we see the wall? Yes,
yeah.
We will. Is this dead though? No, it's not. One more hit's going to take it. And again, ending with that low.
Germany has the lead versus Sweden 3-2.
Yeah, Sephi is looking very commanding right now. You know, he's finally established a two-game win streak, and you know, but the thing is, he's still put himself in a position where Emperor can catch right back up. Right, he still needs to build that 2-game lead because that's so important in a longer set like this.
Yeah, we'll see who makes it past halfway in score. I mean, I can't call it. I know one thing. Emperor now has to switch it up. I don't think he needs to switch the character. He is awesome with Gigas. I am so impressed. But there's a few things he's doing after negative moves, which are becoming slightly repetitive, dare I say. And he's using that jab to keep Miguel out. Great option, but it can't be his only way of stopping him because right now, Sephi's coming in and he's just weaving, he's bobbing and weaving and stepping that jab, and he's starting to really chip him down quite regularly.
Yeah, and another thing to point out was like we mentioned earlier, the Emperor has a wide variety of characters he can go to here. He could go for the Jack that Sephi wants to play against. He does have the best to go to as the Negan, the Lars you mentioned earlier. So, I'd love to see who he picks at this point in the game. Sticking with that Gigas, and we're going back to Dragon's Nest.
Nice. I want to see that Gigas. It's good. I mean, like, we don't see enough great Gigas out there.
Round 1. Fight.
Sav down back 3 to open the round and gets a counter hit. That is a statement there from Sephi. Here are those down for 1s again. Running 2+ frames. He's just down for 1 battle right now. Forward 2. Sav 2.
Nice step.
Nice step on the down 4 there from Sephi. Down for 1-2 counter hit. Sephi is firmly in the driver's seat right now. What a use of the shoulder to close out the first round.
Fight.
Now he's using his down forward 1, using a little bit less of the jab, try and catch him. Nice. Oh, look like he could have extended that.
Counter hit. Are we going to see a perfect? Yes, we are. 1-1 in this game here. These two are as close as can be right now.
Something that the Emperor won't want. He wants to keep him out. He wants to push him away. He wants to stop those stubby arms getting within his reach. Sephi is pushing in on him.
No punish there from Sephi. A bit uncharacteristic. Forward 4-2. Very nice. Nice step in the forward 4-2 that time. Nice whip punch with the 1-2 there. Running 2 plus frames. Up for 1 again. Stab down back 3. Such a big low. All the shoulder whiffs. And could have got more there. Will he regret it? Raise drive blocked. Stab down forward 2. Steffi made a big read there and he paid for it.
Very nice.
Fight.
Oh, went for the 1+2 throw.
There's that patented Sephiblack hop kick. I call him the best hop kicker in Europe. It's the wall as well. What a combo. Nice block. Sephi looking good right now.
Safe pressure at the wall.
Regular throw. Not broken by Sephi.
And he switched the sides, but he throws it away with that diving splash. Nice stuff.
Gigas doing his best WWE impression. Oh, he tried to interrupt that time. Paid for it. Blocks it this time. Goes for the mid. 22 seconds left. Sephi with a slight life lead.
Threatening with that throw. Not landed it. Nice break on the
broken. Sending 2. Nice delay. That's a season 3 change. But
oh, peels him away.
He's able to convert off the wall. Very nice. That was a good step there on the running 2, and Sephi knows exactly what to go for.
This is really important now. This is either 3-all or 4-2.
Like I said, that establishing that 2-game lead is very big. Nice stab down back 3.
Dumps him on the noggin. Running 2. Running 2 again.
Here come the plus frames.
Down 2.
1-2-4. Big whiff, but no punish from Sephi. Up forward 1 plus frames. Down for 1-2 counter hits again. Nice step on the forward 2. Gets a launch, and this should be the round.
Gets it.
Like I said earlier, Sephi has now established that 2-game lead I was talking about earlier. That's so big in sets like this. Emperor really has to make something happen right now. Before it was 1-1. They were going blow for blow. Sephi wins 1. The Emperor wins 1. You get a no round brown. I get a no round brown. But now Sephi has finally put a mark in it. He's put a line in the sand. And he said to Emperor, it's time for you to catch up.
It is time for him to catch up. I mean, I would say I think you characterised that a little bit harsher. But I would say that the Emperor, he does need to switch it up. But it was a 3-2 in rounds. It wasn't that bad. But it just felt like it was Miguel's game. Sephi was just controlling it. He was controlling that space, and I think that's what a lot of these games so far have been about, the control of the space.
Yeah, and Sephi's so good at doing it. I mean, that's his game, you know. Like Emperor said in the interview, you know, Sephi has a beautiful way of playing. You know, he plays proper tech, and he said as well, you need to beat Sephi, you need to be better than Sephi. So, you know, it's kind of like going into this, Emperor sort of knows himself. He has to be on his best if he wants to win this set.
I think, yeah, you're right. I can see what he meant exactly by that. I mean, of course, you might say it's a no-brainer. You've got to be better than your opponent to beat them. But he was saying, I won't be able to use tricks here. I'm going to have to grind this one out. And right now, I mean, I wouldn't want to grind it out versus Sephi. If it's a battle of fundamentals, there's not many players who come out on top of him here.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice use of stab 2 to whip punishment open there from Sephi.
Running 2 again.
That running 2 has been working out so well for the Emperor, but the times where Sephi steps it, he gets a perfect punishment. So has to be careful with his usage.
4-3.
That's a good punish there from Sephi.
Nice 1-2.
Probably could have that down forward 2. So Sephi won't be mad about that. He's going to be happy about that. All in the back. Nice adjustment there from Sephi. Plus frames here. 1-2. Down forward 1. We're just going to see Sephi poke away here. Down for 1 again. Down for 1 again. Brave drive. Charges it. This should be dead with a splash. Yeah. That's very unfortunate there from Sephi. That's one thing he's not doing. You need to interrupt those charge ups, those raw charge ups, especially when you see the raise drive. It should be in the back of your mind. If he charges it, I have to at least jab here.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he will have labbed at every character, but I'm sure he doesn't get to play that many Gigases.
That's very true. Labbing is one thing, but experience is where it really matters. Alpha 1-2 counter hit again.
Nice down 2.
There was that Sephiblack hop kick, but didn't work out this time.
Charges it.
Like I said earlier, he tried to interrupt the charge with the back one that time, but just wasn't fast enough.
Very chippy start. 10 seconds gone. Barely any damage done both sides.
Oh, this time just doesn't charge it at all that time. Just hits Sephi raw with it.
Finishes it. Ducks it. Oh,
delay hop kick punish. That is what I love to see.
Go through it like a warm knife through butter. Take a bow, Sephi. That was beautiful.
Down back to Sephi with a slight life lead here, but that is about to crumble away as the Emperor gets this launch. Doesn't go for a wall combo. Is he going to regret that? No, he's not. Emperor takes it. No round. 4-3. This set, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, is as close as you like.
That was beautiful. Dude. The duck into a delayed hop kick. I mean, you know we're a few years into Tekken 7 now because no one was doing that back at the start of Tekken 7. Everyone's doing it now. That was so beautiful.
I mean, that's a situation where only after you block those first 2 hits, there's only one move that can potentially come out. Sephi needs to duck it, and he's like, you know what? It's time to do my best punish. The delay hop kick goes max damage. Went for the up for 1 for Oki afterwards. I mean, Sephi, it's always a treat to watch Sephiblack, but I don't know why we're praising Sephiblack right now. He just lost that game. It's currently 4-3. The Emperor's shown that, yes, of course he's going to keep up.
Praise them because they're both playing out of their skin. I mean, this is crazy good. I'm enjoying it so much. I mean, Emperor, he's changing it up every time. I don't see a need for either of them to change their character. It's a great game of chess. 4-3, so evenly poised. I reckon this could go all the way.
And you never expect Sephi to switch characters anyway. If anyone was going to switch, it'd probably be Emperor. But I think doing this well with Gigas so far, the character really isn't the problem here. But this stage is going to work out very well here for Miguel. He gets a lot of good stuff on this stage. Down back 1 becomes a launcher. A lot of his normal hit tools knocked down into guaranteed spikes. So I'm really looking forward to see how Sephiblack uses this stage.
Yeah, could see Sephi taking a few more risks than he normally does just because of the out damage up on this stage, but you also might want to see Emperor just busting those floors as soon as humanly possible.
Oh, nice.
4-3.
4-3. Counter hit this time. If I'm Emperor, I'm going to break a floor here as soon as possible. Yes, he does with a nice combo as well. Look at this chunk into spike. Oh, guaranteed.
I love it. 1 round up. Could he tie it up for 4 games apiece?
I know I said this is a good stage for a Miguel here, but is Emperor about to make me eat my words?
I mean, it's certainly not bad for Gigas, is it?
I mean, after that, surely not. Side step 2, no duck there. Big trade there. Neither of them really came out on top there, but you know, Emperor is the one with the life lead right now.
Emperor just holding him out, down 2, overextends. Down back 2. Back +1/+2 plus frames. But he catches him with the rage
right there from Sephi. Breaks the floor immediately for the combo here. Not dead. One more hit's going to take it. And again, Sephi loves ending rounds with that low.
He's got away with it every single time apart from the very first round of the whole set. Chess, 5 seconds pure movement.
Down for 1 again. Sephi loves using that down forward 1. Nice duck there in the back 1 there from Emperor. See, this is the thing I love to watch about Sephiblack. Those perfect punishes. And Miguel's 14-frame punish hits like a truck. Regular throw not broken again by Sephi.
He's using it just as much to get the wall back in front of him, but he lost it immediately.
That was a great duck there from Sephi, but didn't get a punish. I think that was hot kick, but backboard 1 into a guaranteed stab, down forward 2. Sephi takes it anyway.
I think Emperor will be annoyed about that one. Felt like he threw some momentum away.
One thing about that down back 3-2 from Gigas is, you know, even if you get hit by the first hit, the second hit is not natural. You can duck and punish. 1+2, they're not broken. Back to the wall. That's a lot of damage. Sephi's in a bad position right now. Down back 2, counter hit. One more hit's going to take it. The wall situation has switched, but Sephi's in a bad spot there. And we're going final round here.
5-3 or 4-all. Down 2. Bust that floor down, son.
Here we go again. Gonna see that crazy combo.
Went for the overkill throw and a very slow sweet gets him.
Yeah, I like the use of the full crouch option there, but I don't like that he was getting hit by that. And if Emperor gets walled, this could be dead. No, it's dead without the wall. 4 games apiece. The Garden Realm ended up working out for Emperor. He did the right thing and he slammed him through the floor whenever he got that opportunity. So I said earlier, establishing that 2-game lead was so important, but Emperor just said, yeah, it's important, but I'm still going to bring it back and tie it up. We're at 4-4 right now. I mean, you know, it's a first of 3 right now.
It is a first of 3 and they're starting to get a bit puckered up. And I wonder if they're just going to keep hitting random select on the stages. If one of them is going to blink, they're going to stare into the abyss and the abyss is going to stare back into them. And they're going to say, okay, enough of this. I'm just going to start picking the best stage for me.
I mean, that's the thing as well. No stage has really, I mean, Forgotten Realm there, a stage I said is better for Miguel, had a big impact there for the Emperor's Gigas. So no stage has really made a big impact on the game besides that last one. So I think random is fine, but I'd love to see Sephi maybe go for an infinite stage here, try and take Gigas' wall pressure away and try and use his movement to really establish a lead here. But forget everything I'm saying, we're going to G-Cop Helipad.
Yeah, I mean, that Forgotten Realm, every time I went through the floor, Sephi found himself face down, head towards, in a world of pain and a world of problems. We won't have that problem now, but there still are some walls to deal with. G-Corp Helipad, both of them still random selecting.
Desgraciadamente para ti. Round 1. Fight.
There is again that down for 1 from Sephi. I punish him the down 2.
Catches him.
Very whip punish there from the Emperor. Uses that while sending 2. Very nice. But there it is. A Sephi hop kick. Are we going to go to the breakable wall?
Not quite.
But doesn't break it. A lot of damage though. No punish from Sephi, but nice down 4.
Round 2. Fight.
2-1.
Great no parry there from the Emperor. We should get the wall here.
Oh, good.
Ooh, that counter hit hurts. There's the charge. What's the option here? Goes mid. Down back 2. And the Emperor answers back with a perfect.
Fight.
Nice interrupt there.
Nice.
Great whip punish on the downfall 1 with 1-2. I mean, that's one thing Gigas is so good at. He can capitalize on small whiffs with a knockdown almost every time. But same again, stuck on the string. Delay hop kick, should get the wall. Going to be huge damage. Shove. Forward 4-2-1. If that connected, I thought we were going to get the next wall.
I can see how tempting it is. The wall's behind it. If you hit with that last 1+2, you get some big juice, but it's just too much. He's already delayed hop kick you once.
Running
Nice.
with the wall right there. That was so unfortunate for Sephi.
Fight.
Emperor could go 5-4 up here.
This time he whip punishes the down for 1 with the down 2. Should get the wall here. Yes, he does. Look at that combo as well. Look at that damage. Sidestep 2, no duck from Sephi. That is safe now. Goes to the punch break setup. Sidestep 2 used to be unsafe before season 3.
I mean, this area behind the wall has always been utterly horrific on defense. You have to work your way up from 2 sides.
That was important.
Holds it for a long time.
Sephi's more stabbed down back 3 in those situations. Get that counter hit. Charge. This is important. You have to block this, Sephi. You don't, and that's dead.
You know, he's not handled those charges very well. All set.
You know, I watched that back. It looked like Sephi went to do the back forward one, the evasive punch, you know, that Miguel has, and you know, it didn't work out that time. The mid is going to hit you every single time. Maybe he thought he had an option select on it. Maybe it was a miss input. I'm not too sure, but I mean, Emperor just won 3 rounds in a row. You know, is he going to continue this run? Only has to get 2 more. Sephi has to get 3 here. He's in a good position right now.
Yeah, I mean, and he's taking away tools from Sephi when he's using the stance to stoke up pressure. I mean, I criticised it early on because Sephi was just throwing in a couple of down forward ones and then recovering and just taking some help away from him. But at this point, it's just starting to mix him up. I mean, for such a big character, he's always moving, he's always doing something, he's always threatening something, even if he now and again finishing those combos. Okay, he got launched and he got launched badly for it earlier in the game, but the threat of it always needs to be there. The threat of finishing your combos with Gigas always has to be there.
And you can see that it is, and Sephi's done to suffer for it now. You know, he's the one who kind of has to make the statement now. The Emperor's looking so strong. I mean, even then, you know, these games are still going very close. I mean, I think Emperor said, you know, he believes he's going to win 7-5. So, you know, he's expecting Sephi to get at least one more game here.
I've noticed nearly everyone's being quite kind and said, oh, well, it'll be like 5-3, 7-5. It really could happen this time.
I mean, next time I want someone to just say, you know what, I'm going to win 5-1. I'm going to win for like, I want someone to say that next time. But yeah, this is an interesting pick here from Sephi. And I think Devil's Pit is the stage pick because I think he doesn't want to go Warless all the way, but maybe he wants to see how it goes when it does happen, right? Because obviously the final stage of this stage is a Warless stage.
That's easy for you to say, and of course he's coming in with the charge again. I mean, he's just never had an answer for it, at all.
I mean, one of the best options that for at least the back two is to he can do the punch parry on it, right?
True.
I
love this stage. You've always got an option to change the pace dramatically with that final stage, as you say.
Yeah, big blow there from the Emperor. Comes the launch with that new extension of down back 3-2. Down back 2. Sephi stays down. Sephi stays down. He's going to pay for that.
Round 2.
You just need to dash up a bit more? Is that it?
I think so, and Sephi's going to be counting his lucky stars on that one.
Nice 1-2.
Nice step, and there are the twin pistons as well.
Very awkward.
Oh, forward 1.
It's up 2.
Nice block from Sephi. I think that was a misinputted hop kick there. Sephi's doing some big moves into that power crush now. I think he needs to chill on it a bit. Down back 2. Nice hop kick, but catches him floated.
Great.
Big shot there from Sephi. Nice with punish.
Round 3.
Going to a final round here.
Fight.
Is this going to change things? We're now on the infinite, as you said.
Like I said, maybe Sephi wants to see how it goes on the infinite. Forward 2. I mean, the Emperor with a big life lead right now, and it's getting bigger. Running 2+ frames. Forward 2. South down 4-2. No punish from the Emperor.
Doesn't need to do much here.
There was the hop kick there from Sephi. Risked it all.
Fight.
1-2. Master 2 doesn't finish it this time.
Nice.
Low parry. But drops the combo.
Yeah, you don't want to fluff it there. Down 2.
back.
Down 2.
Good punish.
Oh,
Running
instant
2.
running 2.
Emperor again starts off with a nice life lead. Down back 2 again.
This is working out big time for Emperor this stage.
Punish that. This time he does. He launches it this time. Nice from Sephi. Drops the combo though. Is he going to regret that? Is he going to regret that? One more tap. Raise drive. No.
KO.
Tries again, but this time Emperor catches him with the mid.
Emperor's throwing out jabs like it's confetti, and he's brought it back to 2 rounds apiece. He could go 6-4.
Big whiff, but no punish there from Sephi. He's letting so many things slide right now.
Oh, he's finished it as well. That's rare from Sephiblack. He's changing it up. Running 2.
I mean, every single time, once we go to the Warless stage, Emperor's open up with the life lead every single time, and Sephi hasn't brought it back. Down back 2.
What is down back 2? He's hitting his target. Such a rooney. Gets him. 6-4.
Emperor's currently one game away from taking this exhibition 7-4. I mean, 70% of people believe that the one who's going to win this was Sephiblack. I mean, are all of them about to be wrong about them?
It's possible that 70% of the people are 100% wrong 100% of the time. Who knows? I mean, Sephi could pull this back. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But he's going to have to do it very cleanly. I don't want to see him change character. I mean, let's go back to the old days, right, where both players stay on the same character and they don't switch. It's not League of Legends, right? It's Tekken. I want to see it go all the way with the same characters.
I mean,
Please,
you know Sephiblack isn't going to switch. And at this point with Emperor, how well he has done with the Gigas, I would not switch. And I think if Sephi was going for the Devil's Pit, let's see how the Waller stage went. I think what he learned there is it's not the option. Sephi looks so dominant when the Walls were on play in the smaller stage. You go to the Waller stage, and the Emperor every single time gets the life lead and finishes him off. So I think if Sephi does pick stage here, he's going to go for the Walls here. Maybe a smaller stage like Sook, because the small walls was really helping him.
Sook, otherwise known as Rukang stage. Yeah, could be. He's definitely going to pick because he started picking now. He's been forced to make some decisions.
And like I said there, he did pick a stage with walls. It is the Mishima Dojo.
Round 1.
Now Sephi really has to make something happen here. Like I said, Emperor is currently gone on a 4-game winning streak. Sephi was the first one to establish something of a lead in this set, but the Emperor just decided to bring that all the way back.
Jabbing again.
Down 2, whiff punish again. He was so on point with those. Nice wall carry combo as well. Perfect.
Simple 1-2. We're dead in right now. But now it's coming against the wall so much.
Things are looking so dire for Sephi right now. Oh, range drive.
I can go all day.
Things are looking very dire right now for Sephi. 1-2 whiff punish.
Whiff punish on a down forward one. It's got that crispy, guys.
Oh, forward one again, plus frames.
Forward
three, counter hit again. I've not seen that move counter hit so many times in a set before.
And he's charging it.
Goes unblockable. Why would you not? Is this dead? It is. The Emperor is 1 round away from winning this exhibition, the final exhibition. 7-4. Look, he's just throwing things out here. Sephi has to make something happen. He's being way too passive right now.
He lost it now. Awkward.
Sephi, you have to make something happen. You have to make it happen right now. Absorbs again. Down forward 1. Here they come. Great whiff punish there from Sephiblack. He's finally on the board in this game. What could be the final game.
Stepping with Gigas. Interesting option there.
Or 2 now. Down for 1. Just keeping him in check. Sephi does not want him to go anywhere. There they are. The down for 1s again. Sephi doesn't want to take any big risks here. Ooh, that is going to hurt because we are going to go to the wall here. Sidewall, that's okay for Sephi.
It's been sidewall weekend. He's waiting for it. Sephi's not in rage yet, and I'm sure he won't make that same mistake again.
25 seconds left. Running 2.
Down
Oh, down by 2. Can't hit. Sephi in rage. Down 3. Down 3 again.
The Emperor, he's back. He is back, guys. He has won it versus Sephiblack, the best player in Germany, quite arguably. He's beaten by the best player from Sweden.
Just like that. 5 games in a row.
Yeah, bearing in mind, Sephi won 3 games in a row. He had all the momentum. Everything
was on Sephi's side, but Emperor, once he won that 1 game, he went on the winning streak, continued it going, and then he took it away. I mean, that was an amazing set. I mean, that was almost exactly what we wanted. And, you know, Emperor's prediction, just a bit off. I mean, it was 7-4 instead of 7-5. So a great set all around.
A great set indeed. I'm blown away by that Gigas. He's made me want to pick up Gigas, and that's really saying something. That was unbelievable. He was just using that jab, throwing it out all the time, and just using his stance to soak up pressure. I mean, he was making Sephi scared to move and throw anything big out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, that was a great set to watch when almost... I mean, we thought it'd be close. It was close, even if 7-4 isn't the closest of score lines. So right now, we will be taking a short break. And when we get back, we'll have an interview with the players. Ladies and lads, we are back and we have our competitors with us, Mr. Emperor, Mr. Sephiblack. It was an amazing set. So my first question here, Mr. Emperor, you won that set 7-4. Quite a convincing scoreline, I would say. How did you feel about the set?
I felt good. I managed to see like Miguel. He has T-Rex arm, so I figured out I could just play outside his range, and after that I could control the range match.
Yeah, that was one thing we noticed. That was one thing we noticed. Gigas having, winning the range battle in that, and made it harder for Sephi to punish a few things here and there. So, did you expect to win with this kind of scoreline?
I was expecting to be like 7-5, 7-6, so even closer. But it was still so hard for me. It wasn't easy.
Sephi, if you had to break down the game, like the key moments or key things he was doing that made you struggle at times, what would you call out?
First, it was like a head-to-head race. Like he won, I won, he won, and I won. And then after a certain time, he analyzed his strength and my weaknesses, and then he just went for that, like spaced in the right distance, like not in the close range, but more in the distance, and punished me really fast. His whiff punishment was really good, and he kept the distance between me, Gigas, and Miguel, and that was my death sentence, I would say.
Could you even get a handle on what stages would have been better for you, or do you think it didn't matter too much?
The Forgotten Realms stage was horrible. I realized that I was like, man, this character does a lot of damage. But then I was like, on Devil's Pit, I took Devil's Pit on purpose because I wanted to see how good I can handle with walls and without walls. So on the final round, it's switching to without walls. And he, once in this situation, I was leading 2-0, and then he did like 3-2 out of that. And that was that showed me that I shouldn't go to infinite stage, which was like, okay, he's having too much distance for me then.
One thing, Sephi, is something you do very often is we saw it yesterday as well. Also, great job yesterday, second place, a great showing. The downfall ones, you love throwing that out. You love using it. You got a lot of downfall 1-2 counter hits in the set. So talk me through like your use of downfall 1.
Downfall 1 is Miguel's main tool. Even though it's not the best downfall 1, he needs to use it with the right movement. Like he needs to be on close range and attack you and do pressure with it, like similar as Kazumi's downfall 1, but in a worse it's a worse version, I would say. But I was so insecure when I tried to do downfall 1, and he spaced so well that he punished me with 1-2 or backdash 1-2 or backdash down 2, and I was like, man, I'm getting scared because he's punishing me for that. And then I felt more insecure to do that, and this broke my my pressure.
Emperor, was there ever a situation where you might change character?
What do you say?
Is there ever a situation today where you thought you could change character? If you went too far behind, would you have considered it?
Yeah. If he would have beat me like 5-0, 5-1, something like that, maybe I would have considered picking like Kuma or Jack. But I was still thinking, just holding to Gigas.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, thank you so much to both of you. You've been absolutely fantastic. And Sephi, a personal thank you for such a great performance yesterday for your losers bracket. I mean, you've literally made some amazing memories. That match with Sona was great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. And thank you to all of you at home. And we should just call out, please do follow us on all of our socials. That's twitch.tv/Tekken, Bandai Namco Esports, YouTube, Tekken Twitter, Bandai Namco Esports Twitter, and Tekken Facebook. Kobe, it's been absolutely fantastic to commentate with you.
And you as well. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. We just had 2 days of Tekken madness. The tournament was amazing. It was great to see Seth all of that time as well. And we had these amazing exhibitions as well. I mean, Sephi's become Mr. Second Place here, hasn't he? Just always that one step behind. And for someone like the Emperor, I'd love to see them travel more offline if possible.